friends, welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode, Don't Fear, Trust. Trusting God is like having a puzzle to put together without being able to see the picture on the box. He will give us insights or tell us to go somewhere, but we will not get the next instruction until we have arrived where He told us to go. He also will not say, "I've brought you halfway, now figure out the rest on your own. Good luck." God has promised to never leave us. He has promised to guide us into all truth and righteousness. Trust is defined as a firm belief in someone's reliability and honesty, to feel like you can rely on their character and the integrity of someone. Trusting someone means you open up your life to them, having faith that they will not harm you. It doesn't take a leap of faith to know that we can trust God. He loves us so much that He died for us. He is our best interest at heart. He cannot lie, but still, when He asks us to step out of our comfort zone, we react with fear and lack of trust. That is what happens when we lean on our own understanding. We forget to trust, and our flesh gets in the way. This is why we must trust the Lord. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy path. If we look to Him and trust Him, not listening to our fear or reasoning of our flesh, He will be our guide. If we acknowledge Him by stepping out in faith, He will lead us on the right path. Look at the story of Ruth. She didn't understand the plan God had for her. She couldn't have imagined that she would marry a man like Boaz. Her destiny was to be in the lineage of Christ. When she vowed to not leave Naomi, she didn't know how her future would be, but she had learned to trust the God of Naomi. Long before Esther became queen, she was taught to trust the Lord. Long before the evil Haman came to power, God was working. He had Queen Vashti removed to make way for Esther to be in position to save her people. But when the time came for her to go to the king to petition for her people, she told Mordecai that she could not go to the king without risk of being killed unless the king sent for her. Entering the king's court was a great risk. Mordecai reminded her that God had placed her in the palace for such a time as this. She allowed her trust in God to override her fear. In the end, her people were saved and the evil Haman was destroyed. These are just two examples of what can happen if we let go of our fears, if we allow our trust in God to override our doubt. Trusting means not needing to know 5 steps ahead or what the outcome will be next week, next month, or next year. Fear would override our faith if we knew where God was going to take us. The amazing things He has in store for each of us would be overwhelming. But if we grow a little at a time, 1 step at a time, by the time we reach that destination, we will be prepared. Proverbs 29:25. Fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whosoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. It is easy for us to fall into fear of man. If we are not careful, that fear will cause us to make the wrong choice. Fear of man will keep us from following the leading of God. A snare is a trap that binds up what is caught in the snare. The last thing we want is to be bound up by the enemy because we lacked courage to step out and listen to God. Trusting in the Lord is what will keep us safe and safely get us to our promised land. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful day.